be easy to become so caught up in our products and services, how much we love them, that sometimes we can lose focus on what the customer really wants. As business owners and as entrepreneurs, we've crafted something, we've created something, spent time bringing it to life, and we love what we do. We love our products because the value is so obvious to us. We can often lose sight of what our customers are really looking for and what they're responding to. When approaching marketing, value is key. If you can communicate this clearly and effectively, you'll be well on your way to building a lasting relationship with the prospect. The systems and steps you take when approaching marketing and throughout the marketing process can be absolutely key to making sure that you're able to keep the customer central rather than your own perception of the customer. People are different. We all have different interests, different values, different skills, different experiences, and we enjoy and respond to different things in different ways. We learn in different ways. Because of that, it's important when approaching marketing to build systems which can deliver the information we have in different ways. Many people claim to have the secret marketing trick for instant success and fast success. They'll claim that if you do just this one thing, using this one medium, then you'll instantly start becoming successful. Orders will start rolling in, sales will start rolling in every minute of every day. And whilst their method may be useful, and it may deliver a lot of sales, it's important to remember that there is no single silver bullet system. There's no one marketing channel or method which will be the only thing you'll ever need, because people are different. When building your marketing systems, think about how you can incorporate different mediums and platforms for delivering information in different ways. And start simply, one place, one medium, the one you're most comfortable with. And this can be a good way to come up with new ideas. It allows you to be creative and work through and develop your thoughts into something structured and tangible. And then once you're happy with that idea, you can begin to think of different ways you can deliver that information to new people, to new audiences on new platforms. You'll find your audience growing simply because you're speaking to people in a way that they can actually hear, a way they can appreciate and learn from and retain that information from. Sometimes, because we're so close to our ideas, it can be easy to assume that everyone will naturally just understand what we're doing, that they'll see it and automatically they'll want it. It's not always going to be the case though, and it's important to be really clear on what we add to the customer through our products and services. What do we do for them? And this can take a lot of objectivity. When identifying the value we add, it's important to assume that people are not naturally going to understand what it is you do. We have to let them know what problem it is we solve for them. If you're clear on the problem you solve for your prospect, then you'll be able to communicate it simply and effectively. If you're clear yourself, you can communicate it effectively. And so, can you identify in one single sentence the main problem that you solve for your clients? If you can do this, then you'll find marketing will be much easier and successful. You can begin to build the practical systems and identify the different platforms needed to market to your prospects because you'll be clear on this. Once you've clearly identified the problem you solve, think of ways you can convey this in a way which will inspire them to want to learn more. Communicate exactly what value will be added to them through your product, through your services. That's what they're interested in at this point in the process, what value they're going to get. When you're building systems around marketing, it's really useful to be able to track the success of the systems and processes you've put in place. Learning what's going well and what needs improving is the only way to maintain success. Things move so quickly within business these days. If we're not able to learn, respond and adapt, we'll find ourselves left behind and unable to compete. Trends pass quickly technology platforms move on quickly and are outdated constantly, our customers are moving along with that current of progress. They're naturally flowing forward to the next thing and the next thing. And rather than fighting against the current and trying to force success from things that have worked in the past, it's much easier to move with the flow and present our products and the value we add in ways which are relevant in the current moment. Having systems which allow you to track and monitor their performance is a key part of doing this. To successfully add value to our prospective clients and customers, we've got to understand what they want. It's important to keep in touch with this and be able to adapt as their desires change. Before building systems and processes to market what we do, researching the customer is really key. And that's going to ensure that we're moving forward informed and we're not building things blind just from what we think we know. Research, it might seem boring, but it'll ensure that we save time and money when we start marketing. It's an area that often we want to skip because we may feel we already know the needs of the people we're looking to reach. But as things move so fast and interests and values can quickly change, committing just a little bit of time to research will make sure that we keep up with that. And you don't have to do it all in one day, just start simply. A good way to know where to start is to identify any questions you have about your market. Is there anything that you're curious about? Once you've answered all of your questions, then you'll have a good basis to understand your customer from. And once we're able to understand our customer, we have to make sure that we're able to engage them. Engaging with customers and building community around our brand is an important part of adding value. People like to feel looked after. They like to know that the service will be good and that they're going to continue to get value from our brands. Our systems can help us to do this and make sure that we're able to make the most out of our time whilst we're continuing to engage with our customers and with our prospects. You know, it can sometimes feel like we need to be switched on all of the time, posting around the clock, making calls every minute to be successful, and it can just be overwhelming. Structuring systems for engagement can help to achieve maximum success whilst not taking up every minute of our lives. You know, automating content and processes is really useful for this. Simply scheduling content for an entire week to go out at times we want. It can take a big weight off ourselves and give us more headspace for other things. Selecting one day which you're going to take to create the posts for the upcoming week and schedule them to go out on their own really helps with this. This way, your communities are getting engaged throughout the week without you having to think about it for every day and every minute. It's really easy to ignore the customer when we're excited about something. Making sure that we focus on adding value to the customer with our marketing and being clear on how we do this with our systems will lead to more success within our businesses. When deciding on systems to market our products and services, make sure to identify the following things: the different variety of mediums and formats you can use to connect with your customers in ways which are going to be relevant for them specifically. Exactly what value you're adding to them, what are you going to do for them, what problem do you solve for your customers, what's going well, and how can we learn and understand to improve through monitoring the performance of what we're doing. What research is needed to understand the customer to effectively reach to them, and how can we engage with the customers? How can we set up systems which help to do this and add to our time? If you're adding value and making sure to evaluate consistently the successes and the failures of different marketing processes you have in place, you'll see much more success. With clarity in these areas, you can build systems which will effectively work for you to build your business.